Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 7:30. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, as taken from the pages of the Durham Skywriter, and then I invite you to click on that link on the Facebook side. Join me on camera, practice being on camera, shoot the breeze, share information, or even promote yourself and or your business. So let's get started with the word page. That is the government and nonprofit information page. So we're going to have another hot weekend. So it might be a good idea to take your kid or kids to the Book Harvest Rapid Response Center. Now, 24/7, they have these shelves outside full of books in English and in Spanish, from like infant age all the way up through high school. You can choose books to take home for free. So this is a really great thing to do when it's really, really super hot, to have your kids to, what is that called? The summer slide, where the teachers can tell the students who have not been reading because they've lost some skills in that area. So take your kids to Book Harvest. If that doesn't sound good to you, then take them to the library. There's so many libraries here in town. I don't know if you've even seen or even visited the relatively new uh, downtown library. It is fabulous. So definitely take the kids to see that at least, and take out some books. And I don't know if you know this, but the teens have like a teen center with the video games and all that, which is teens only. Check that out as well. Okay, let's see. Oh, since I mentioned the library, they're all open until 6. Of course, Bragtown's not open, but the other libraries are open until 6. Also, with it being an interesting weekend, I think we're going to get some thunderstorms tomorrow, so we might be stuck inside. That might give you the opportunity to go to the Word page and see the different programs and services that are being offered by local nonprofits, the city of Durham and Durham County. Really super helpful programs. So you can check those out at your convenience. Now, for those of you who are going shopping for your kids, because school starts soon, let me tell you about Project 300. You don't have to have kids to help out. So Project 300, I'm scrolling down looking for it. Let's see, there it is. It is a project rather, of Run and Shoot Sports, also known as RNS Sports, run by the director, Sherrod A. Johnson. Project 300 is where they're trying to get at least 300 pair of sneakers donated to them so they can dispense them to kids in need, who, to give them like a pep in their step, so to speak, when school starts. They're looking good, looking fresh, feeling good. So if you can maybe find a sale and maybe buy an extra pair of sneakers while you're shopping for your kids, or you just want to help out, then you can donate sneakers. Let's see, the deadline is Wednesday, August 10th. And then Mr. Johnson's going to have like this huge event where they will be giving away sneakers to young people, like I said, from preschool age all the way up through high school. If I didn't mention that already, I'm mentioning it now. So definitely help them out. I think it'd be great for the young people. And I don't know if you have heard about how important it is to stay hydrated. I watched a video yesterday. Wait, let me take a quick gulp. So important to stay hydrated. I was reading about the different symptoms of dehydration, which includes muscle pain. So they said, especially people who are in my age group, the older folks. I'm 66, so older folks from like maybe 55 on up. They say drink water throughout the day, because many of these symptoms, they say pinch your skin, and if it doesn't bounce back immediately, you're probably dehydrated. And that goes for pets too. So keep drinking water all day if possible. Let me not waste too much of your time. Let me continue with Bull City Hangout. Oh, well, look who's waiting in the wings, Guy, our cook, Washington State. I will bring him on right after the weather. We have missed him. Let's go to the neighbor goodies page real quick, because today is the last day to learn more about, let me find it, Al Strong's Kickstarter campaign. He is a musician. He is a jazz trumpet player. His second album's coming out real soon, called Love Stronger. And as you might know, if you follow the music business, Nowadays, musicians have to do everything themselves pretty much. So help Al Strong, or at least learn more about his campaign. I think the costs that are included when you have to put out an album is like photography, artwork, public relations, marketing, licensing, that sort of, I don't know what has to be licensed, but licensing and all kinds of different things. Let me also tell you that he's working with an all-star cast of musicians for his next album. Chris Padishaw on piano, Jeremy Bean Clemens on drums and engineering, okay, Kevin Beardsley on bass, Lewis Hawkins on saxophone, and of course, Al Strong on trumpet. So read about it, read more about the campaign, and today is the last day for you to participate, or like I said, to learn about the campaign and about his new record that's coming out real soon. That's on the Neighbor Goodies page. Okay, let's go to the school tools page. I know school's not in session today, but let me tell you, I'm just so excited about this. Let me tell you about this. So again, with it being a rainy weekend, or at least tomorrow's going to be rainy, that will force us to stay inside and to do things that maybe we hadn't set aside time to do. So this will give you time to look at this fact that Durham Tech is offering 2 years tuition free for recent high school grads. So the class of 2021, 2022, 2 years free tuition. We're talking about getting your associate's degree and going directly to the workforce, or transferring to the big 4-year schools for your major and your continued education. So definitely read about this on the school tools page. Also, I need to point out, this is not just for young people who just graduated from traditional high schools. We're talking about people who got their adult high school diploma, GED, and also those who fulfilled all their obligations through homeschooling. So this is a big deal. So I'd like to hear more about this. Let me know if you're signing up. Okay, let's go to the To Your Health page, where I have your COVID-19 test and vaccine updates. I hope that I don't have to say eventually your monkeypox vaccine update. I really hope that that's taken care of fast. So let me click on To Your Health. Let's see where we can get a free COVID test today. We can go to, I finally saw the station yesterday. I went over, usually I shop over at Food Lion at the Lakewood Shopping Center, which is 2000 Chapel Hill Road. But I actually drove over to Moorhead Avenue and I saw the actual station where they give the free tests. So it's on the other side of the scrap exchange. So that's where you go. And that is today. They started a few minutes ago and they will be giving free tests until 5:30 this afternoon. You do not have to leave your vehicle. Okay, let's go to the, oh wait, there's a blood drive today. Blood Connection has a blood drive. Let's see, is it today? Yeah, today. They are at the Cracker Barrel on Hillsborough Road. They just started a couple of minutes ago, and they will be there until 3. Let me give you the address. It is 3703 Hillsborough Road. That's the Cracker Barrel. Blood Connection will be there until 3 o'clock. And now let's go to the garden shed. It might be too late to tell you this. I'm going to tell you anyway, that today is the last day of the season for Durham Central Park's volunteer work day. They will be out there until noon. It's not quite hot yet, so it's a good afternoon, good morning, where you can pull weeds and tidy up the garden, which is just west of the pavilion in Durham Central Park. So if you just happen to be downtown anyway, or you're at the farmer's market anyway, and you happen to be wearing closed-toe shoes and you have some bug spray and don't mind helping out for a couple of hours or for at least an hour and a half, you can do so. You would be welcome to do so. They have gloves, they have tools, and all that sort of thing for you. Now, another thing I want to point out, it's easy to put out seeds, and it might be sort of easy for those of us who know how to put plant starts out in the garden. You might just now be coming up with problems like weeds, insects, that sort of thing. So let me tell you about the North Carolina Extension Gardener Handbook. Now, if you want to buy this, it's $60, but did you know you can read the whole thing online? The whole thing is available, which is incredible. I do have the link. You can click on it and you can go through it. They have management instructions for plant diseases, for insects, weeds, other pests, etc. And of course, just detailed description of, all the local plants and all that sort of thing. So this is an incredible handbook available for free. Go to the Garden Shed page and check out that book. I say check out. I don't mean like in the library. I mean go to the website and read the whole thing at your convenience, which I find incredible. Now, the last page that we're going to visit is the Let's Go page. So let's go there and see what's on the docket for Bull City. You scroll down to 30. As you probably know, Durham Farmers Market is going on right now as we speak in Durham Central Park until noon. Durham Craft Market, same space until noon. South Durham Farmers Market till noon in the Greenwood Commons Shopping Center south on Highway 55. Then the old North State Jam, they started at Northgate Mall. Now they're having their weekly outdoor jam at Esmeralda's Cafe, North Point Drive, over there by Costco. And they already started. They will be there until noon. You can bring your acoustic guitar, whatever, you can join in. They play like old-timey fun music. Also, there's going to be a festival today for the kids, Socks Off Entertainment. They're co-hosting the Kids Fun Festival with the Honeysuckle at Lakewood. That's on Chapel Hill, by the Scrap Exchange again. But their official address is 1920 Chapel Hill Road, same Lakewood Shopping Center. So that is going to start at noon and it's going to run until 5. It's for kids of all ages. They're going to have games. They're going to have music, dancing, costume characters. Ooh, it's hot for costume characters. But anyway, costume characters, bouncy houses, and more. Free admission. So definitely air out the kids today at the Lakewood Shopping Center at the Kids Fun Festival. Plenty of parking. Okay, Black Market NC's Black Farmers Market Block Party. That's going to be today. That sounds like it's going to be a good time. 406 South Driver Street. Not to be confused with Holton. Very often when we hear Driver, we think Holton. Holton is 401 North Driver. This is going to be 406 South Driver. So this is going to be right off of Anger. So again, it is the Black Market NC's Black Farmers Market Block Party. They're going to have food, music, games, free admission. Sounds like a great time from 1 until 4 this afternoon. Last but not least, the acoustic trio Bird Song. They're going to have a free concert at the Sacred Grounds Coffee House, the Christian music venue in St. Paul United Methodist Church on North Roxborough Street. The music starts at 7:30. And then donations, of course, they will be graciously accepted. If you'd like to do that, they would graciously accept your funds. So Guy, our cook, is waiting in the wings. Let's check the weather first. And if you'd like to join, I can accommodate up to 10 people on camera. So don't be upset if someone beats you to it clicking on the link, because I can accommodate, like I said, 9 guests. And if you could share this out, that would also be great. So the more Durhamites can know what's happening. So the weather, it's not hot just yet. It's 83 and it's sunny. It's going to be partly sunny though all this afternoon. It's going up to 90, so that is hot. And then tomorrow it's only going up to 83 with a 70% chance of thunderstorms. And very quickly, if you don't mind, I'm just curious about next week. So let's see. So Monday 89 thunderstorms, Tuesday 93, Wednesday 93, Thursday 92, Friday 93. Okay. It's going to be hot. So let's bring on Guy, our cook, and see what is. And Dr. Keith Hersey's here too. Okay, let's bring them both on. Wait just a sec. There we go. Gentlemen, how are you?
Oh, good
Older.
morning. Good morning. Doing
Older.
fine.
Oh, is it your birthday?
No, I'm just older. Since the last time you saw me.
We're all older.
Hi, Keith.
Hi, Mr. Cook. How you doing?
Well, it's been a hot one here in the Northwest. I don't know how
I
stable.
heard.
I'm sharing the screen for two reasons. Show
Okay.
my screen that I'm sharing here.
Okay, let me click on
And
it.
in the quest of finding the best of the rest weather website, I'm
Oh.
finally settling on AccuWeather because it comes from the National Weather Service for the
Mm-hmm.
source of information.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we're having an excessive heat warning, and you talked about pets a minute ago. And something I
So.
invented just yesterday
Mm-hmm.
is because they're barefooted, those pavers in the walkway in the backyard, once the sun starts hitting them, they start cranking up the heat. They get hot, hot,
Wow. Yeah,
hot.
releasing the heat. Yeah.
So what I do is when I let the dogs outside to go do their business, I wait until
Mm-hmm.
right after the sprinklers turned off. So
Smart.
that area has been wet down, cooled down, and
Mm-hmm.
then they go do their stuff. Okay.
Okay.
The other nice thing about this AccuWeather website is you see on the right hand side how they got top stories. It's
Okay,
got
that's new.
news from Kentucky. Um,
Mm-hmm.
there's the one I was talking about. Las Vegas got a month's worth of rain in 2 hours.
I saw the headline. I meant to look at the video. That
Yeah.
sounds crazy. They said water was pouring into the casinos.
Yeah. You could see it coming through the roof into the.
Crazy.
Yeah. And the other nice thing about AccuWeather is you got the air quality right here. So if you
Nice.
want to know what your air quality is for where you're at,
Mm-hmm.
you just click on that. We're at excellent, which is nice to
Nice.
know because in the summertime, sometimes, hopefully not this summer, but sometimes we have forest fires that happen and
Yeah.
we get
And I just
bad
want to point
air.
out that I have a similar button on the health page of the Durham Skywriter for us. And I need to point out that you're in Washington State for those who haven't seen you before.
Yeah, in southeastern Washington. And yesterday, every temperature whatever community they reported on 6 o'clock news set a record, all-time record for highs.
Well,
And so,
how hot is it out there?
oh, it's like yesterday was 111.
What?
Yeah, 111 is like if you go outside and you hold your hand up like this in the sun, it's like
Yeah.
you know how you want to check if your stove burner is on and you wave your hand over the top, don't touch it, of course,
Yeah.
but and you can feel the heat coming up. It's kind of like that. It's real intense.
Man,
Now,
that
one
is
more thing.
crazy.
Let me show you one more screen. This
Oh.
is when God gets to brag. Okay.
Is
Yesterday
on the
I was
phone
looking
screen?
for
Is that
the
okay.
farmers market in. Let me zoom that up bigger so you can see it. There.
Echo, Oregon.
See that red Echo Market in Echo,
Yeah.
Oregon?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my niece manages that farmers market. And I
Nice.
said, aren't you guys on Google Maps? No, we don't have a house number, so we couldn't get on there. And so I talked with her a little bit, and I said, let me see if I can't get that to happen. So I took the location, the corner of, I think it's DuPont and Bridge, something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and sent it into Google, and I said, hey, this needs to be added to your map for Echo, Oregon. And it's south of us about probably 40 minutes south, just across the river is where Echo is. And you can Google it now and find out where the Echo Market is in Echo, Oregon.
Nice.
And
Oh
so
my
I was
God.
kidding Teresa. I said, well, if this goes through, we're going to have to probably rename the market. And
Well, what's really funny? You said DuPont and Bridge.
Say
Is that what
again?
you said? Did you say that it's at DuPont and Bridge?
Yes,
That's
that's where
hilarious
that
because
corner is.
DuPont means from the bridge in French.
Oh,
That's kind of
well,
goofy. Bridge and bridge.
anyway, that's all that's going on here. Yours truly is
Bridge
gonna
squared.
stop sharing. But
Cool.
I had to put that up there, a little shameless plug, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Anytime you
that
get
was
a
good of
chance
you.
to brag about doing something at age 70, you
Yeah,
got to show it off. You know.
there you go. So, Dr. Hersey, what is new?
Oh, that much. I just wanted to come and let everyone know that for the month of August, as a courtesy for the community, that we are providing free child ID kits.
Oh, let me
Um,
write that down.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like
Nice.
yeah, like these. I don't know how well you can see them. Yeah, the child print ID kits where you can have all your child's information, pertinent information. It also has where you can ink sheet which you can use to gather fingerprints and put them in there. They also have a form that you can give to like your dentist that they can fill out any kind of particulars with teeth or anything like that as well. So it's a pretty handy information. It also has a space where you can put a picture of the child on the recent picture of the child in there as well. So so we're providing that as a courtesy as everybody is starting to get back into going back to school. Something to have, and then it's always. I think it's always good to have that. To have it now. So hopefully you'll never have to use it. But if you ever did, it's already there to provide to the authorities if a child is missing or something. You don't have to scramble and get all this information. You have it.
I like that idea. I mean, it's sad to think that something could happen to a child, but it's a good thing to have. It's a really good thing to have.
Yeah, it's a good thing. So like starting on Monday, you just come by, no purchase necessary. Just come by 𝗕𝗧𝗬 Pharmacy, and we give those out to you long as supplies last.
And where is 𝗕𝗧𝗬 Pharmacy?
We're in the Woodcroft Shopping Center in Durham. Like I always say, the big point of reference is that we're next door to Chubby Tacos. Most people seem like they know that reference. So.
Now, have you ever sat out at the door with the counter and seen how many people go into Chubby Taco? I've heard about it for weeks. But
Oh, I don't know, but they're always busy. So
yeah,
so
I was telling my wife the other day because so many people are going to the fast food places. And up on the corner where we're turning into our property, there's a McDonald's, and there's always a line of cars, always at the drive-up window. I mean, it's nonstop from when they open until I don't know when. But I've never been by that corner and seen no cars. I told the wife, I said, you know how that Mega Millions is up to the bazillion dollars or whatever it is? I said, if we go by McDonald's and there's no cars, then we're going to go buy our Mega Million ticket. Because it's just, the planets are lined up.
Wow. Now, when it comes to 𝗕𝗧𝗬 Pharmacy, I'm guessing that you're open 6 days a week, right? Not Sunday?
Yes. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and then Saturday, 9 to 1.
Okay. Good deal. So, what's it called? Child ID kit?
Yeah, it's a child print ID kit. Yeah.
Child print ID kit. Yeah, I'm going to talk to you later. I'm going to give you a call this week and get more details. So that I can know. Oh, wait a minute.
Something that you wish you had if you ever need it. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Definitely, for sure. It's a good service. It's a very good service. I've heard of this before, and I've never heard of anyone locally offering it. I heard about it when I was in Chicago, of course. But, yeah, thank you for that, Dr. 𝗕𝗧𝗬. That's great. So what else is happening at the pharmacy? Do you think
Well,
we'll have to start worrying about monkeypox vaccine?
yeah. As I said, hopefully, the keep that under control and doesn't, expand out. Because right now, from what I understand, it's not a lot of the vaccine available. So
Oh, okay.
hopefully, it can keep it under control so we don't get into any kind of crisis.
Yeah, it's
And
not
then
as
also, yeah,
contagious as COVID. So.
yeah. And then also, one of the things that's new is that we've been offering like the high quality CBD products, and a new product that we're beginning to offer. We have some products for women to help with like some vaginal issues like pain or dryness or whatever, and these are good like alternatives to the chemicals and stuff from the over-the-counter products.
Okay.
And so that's something that we're beginning to offer as well.
Okay.
So
Oh,
that's
you know
something.
what? I was thinking, I'm going to go back to the child ID kit. You know how every now and then we get those, I think they're called silver alerts, where someone with
Uh-huh.
dementia gets lost or escapes the home or whatever.
Yeah.
Is there such a kit, or can the child ID kit be amended for older people who have
Well,
dementia?
yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, you can, put in, keep that, information in. So I don't, even though it's like the express for children, but I don't see why, why not? Why it couldn't be used for that?
Mm. Yeah, I mean, they should probably come out with the same thing
Yeah,
that's
they
called
should. Yeah,
silver.
like something like that for like seniors. Yeah, yeah.
Because
Because
you'd
this
be
is a good idea.
surprised.
Yeah, because it's a good idea just to have all that information, so that
Hmm.
hopefully you never have to use it, but
Yeah.
it's just helpful for like with the authorities to have all that information right then. They can the faster
Because
they
you'd
can
be surprised how
use
many
it.
people, once they get like really old, like for example, like my aunt was approaching 80, and you start taking pictures of your loved ones sometimes, especially when they have dementia and they start looking really
Yeah.
haggard or bad or whatever. And if my aunt had gone missing, I would I did take her picture a couple of times, but for the most part, the pictures that I had of her when she was middle aged and not elderly. And
Yeah.
I bet a lot of people probably need to start taking pictures of their
Yeah.
elderly
Yeah.
loved ones,
Yeah.
you know, so they can put together these silver ID packets,
Yes.
with current pictures.
Yes.
Because
Right.
people do start to look really different when they get really
Yes.
older,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got the I volunteered for something I should have volunteered for. I realize now it's the obituary page for the high school class. We have a web
Wow.
page, and then it's everybody that's memorial. And one of my classmates, Mike Frutt, passed away just here last couple of weeks. And the picture that they sent in was of him now, and then he's old white bearded old dude
Mhm.
doesn't look anything like the guy I remember from high school.
Yeah.
So I figured out a way I can go to the archive of the yearbook and get their yearbook picture and say that's who we're talking
Mhm.
about. And I use
Yeah.
those pictures as the image. So it's important to have like you're saying, a current one that people will recognize.
Hmm.
But it also might be good to have one you might remember them as this face, like maybe
Sure.
they went to school with them.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Well,
Just
actually, when my uncle John died, he's from here. He's from Durham, and he left Durham as a young adult. He lived the life of a jazz musician, and of course, he changed a lot through the years. So when he died, when he was in his 70s, he was a whole different person because he left when he was like 18, 20, something like that.
yeah,
So what we did, I can't take credit. What my sister did, because she's clever, on the front of the funeral program was his picture, well,
From
current
what
picture,
people remember. Yeah.
but on the back, because he was buried here in Durham, um, she had an older picture, what he looked like when he was a Durhamite. So the
Yeah.
people could say, "Oh, Johnny, yeah, remember?" Yeah. So that's another cool thing. So Dr. Hersey, tell us a little bit more about what the pharmacy is up to, some things that you're offering. I
Okay.
know that you were offering free vitamins.
Yeah, we still do that. Like a free multivitamin is kind of the equivalent of Centrum vitamins, like
Okay.
a generic version of it. And
I had to get.
we do offer that for seniors, adults, prenatal vitamins, and children chewable vitamins.
Oh, the
Going
prenatal.
for
I didn't
talking
have that.
vitamins. These are the ones that I get, Dr. Hershey,
Okay.
because they don't have vitamin K. And I
Yeah.
take Coumadin, so I can't
Yeah.
have vitamin K.
Yes, sir.
But they do make a special 65 plus,
Okay.
almost past age. And
Okay.
I actually take old lady vitamins.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
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 I diagnosed myself to just take vitamins, oh gosh, probably 5, 6 years ago. And then when I was I think it was at Walmart, and the lady said, "Oh, if you take blood thinner, you can't have regular vitamins because this got vitamin K. You got to have these." And so I got those. Next time I went to get them, they didn't have on shelf. I said, "Oh my God!" So I looked and found them on Amazon. Who's got everything.
That's where I got mine too.
And so I bought them from Amazon. I think I even saved $1 or two. I don't know.
Oh, I was pointing out earlier, I don't know if either of you were here when I was pointing out how I had watched this video and also did a little reading on dehydration because I was feeling weird and I was like, I bet I'm dehydrated. And they said, like older people, especially, I would say kids too, since they're running around unless they play video games all day, stay hydrated and drink throughout the entire day.
Yep.
They said you can feel muscle aches, and they said pinch your skin, and if it doesn't bounce back immediately, you're probably dehydrated. Also, you can feel dizzy or brain fog. So
You
it's not
don't
like
feel
you feel
thirsty.
thirsty.
I found that with the high temperatures here, you just get thirsty, and you just say, "I got to have a drink." Like when the little dog Chew goes outside, he comes back in. He goes straight to the water dish. I got one set up in the bedroom right to that back door. And he gulp, gulp, gulp water a lot.
A lot of people don't feel thirsty though, they say. I know I don't. I have a very hard time knowing
Well, I'm blessed, I guess.
when I'm thirsty. What have you got to say about that, Dr. Hersey, in terms of staying hydrated?
Oh yeah, that's really important in the summer, and then sometimes certain medications can trigger dehydration too, especially if you're like on medications that you use to control like fluid or swelling, like diuretics. They can dehydrate you as well. So that's something, if you're taking that, to make sure to stay hydrated even more.
Mm-hmm. Are you being called away?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I'll be
He,
right
he
back.
did give that look. He went,
Uh, well, if I end the show before you come back, thank you so much for stopping by,
Okay.
Dr.
All
Hersey.
right.
Really
Thank you so
appreciate the
much.
information.
All
And I'll be
right.
calling you later
All right.
for more
Thank you.
information. Okay, take care.
All right.
Awesome.
so
All righty.
I put the
So,
link in the comments for the AccuWeather. So
yeah, I
check
put
that one
it
out.
on screen and it's definitely in the notes.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
appreciate
that's
that.
worth a look. I think, as far as I'm concerned, this one's got the pick of the litter of all the different weather websites, and
Yeah.
I've been looking at them for a couple of weeks now.
Okay, I got to ask you about this
Yes.
111 temperature. So is the city doing anything special? I was just pointing out
Oh yeah,
during
they've set up cooling places where
cooling
people can
center.
go
Good.
and just like in the cold weather when they have a
Hmm.
warming place, they have a cooling place.
Good, because we're not doing it here in Durham, although they're starting to think about it. In Chicago, certain city and county offices, and of course libraries, and they tell you if you can't make it to the center, to one of the cooling centers, we'll come get you. So they'll send
Right,
like an officer or
right.
someone, a city
And
employee or whatever, to
and
pick
one
you
thing
up.
that funny that happened to us, we went to bed 9 o'clock one night,
Mhm.
and we just when you first go to bed, you're not quite asleep yet, and Darlene's cell phone started ringing. It
Mm.
was her son Steven checking on us,
Mm.
because you're supposed to check on seniors.
Good.
So he was giving us a call after we'd gone to bed. So when we didn't answer the phone, then he's thinking,
Uh-oh.
"Oh
To
my
the
God!"
police.
So Darlene got up out of bed
Hmm.
and texted him, said, "Yeah, we're okay. We just went to bed early. We get up early. We go to bed early."
That's good. Oh, another thing. I just want to. I don't know if your city's large enough to have a bus system. I don't know, but I do know that in Chicago, for example, they would park city buses, air conditioned buses, in front of low income housing and other areas where they knew that people really needed to come and sit in the bus for a while to cool off.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
don't know if they do that here or not because I've never been in need of something like that, so I've never looked it up.
mm, yeah,
So I don't know.
yeah. So I'm gonna get my day pretty much. I know I'm getting my day started pretty late, but it's Saturday and I'm getting a slow start. I did my laundry yesterday, so I don't
Yeah,
have to do that today. But I'll probably do some tidying up before it gets hot, really hot,
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's.
Night. I was chuckling. We're gonna hit 90s. They're saying Monday next
Mhm.
Monday coming. We're gonna drop down to the 90s, which
Unbelievable.
everybody will be wearing parkas. And
Oh,
yeah, my
I'll
my
bet you the.
daughter-in-law, she posted it the other day on Facebook in the local community.
Mhm.
Who's got the coldest restaurant in town? And I thought about it, and I said,
They're all competing
you know,
now.
yeah, check and see which one has waiters that are wearing parkas, and that's the one you want to go to. But don't.
Well, yeah. I find it kind of hard to leave the house when it's this hot because I don't have air conditioning in my car either,
Uh huh.
my house or my car. So I'm pretty much sitting under my ceiling fan pretty much most of the day. And then if I get up and cook or do something elsewhere in the kitchen, I spend most of my day in the kitchen. I have a standing fan that I bring out and I'll run that. But yeah, I don't
Interesting.
gallivant too much in weather like this.
When it's hot like this, I subscribe to the recipes from New York Times. Because what
Oh,
Darlene's laid up with her foot surgery, so I'm doing the
mhm.
cooking.
Oh, good for
And
you. Hope she recovers quickly.
well, she sits in the recliner and tells me what to prepare. Like last
Oh,
night,
nice.
we had spaghetti with white sauce and shrimp, and she was walking me through that, and I said, these, because I'm a fisherman, I said these shrimp aren't uh, good to eat. They're still got the shells on. They took the veins out, but they left the legs and the little shell. I said, this is nuts. So I cleaned them all,
Yeah,
and
that's
with
hard
a
work.
minute and 50 some seconds to spare from when the noodles got done cooking, because you put the
Mhm.
boiling water and you put spaghetti noodles in. Well,
Okay,
I lucked out.
nice.
I got done
Well,
cleaning shrimp. I've had a little bit of practice, so I got done shucking the shells and
hmm
had the shrimp ready to cook up in time for when the noodles got done. It was like I
well, now
said,
that I
when
have
it's
a pressure cooker, I make spaghetti in kind of a fancier kind of way. So,
yeah,
but the idea of shrimp, though, that sounds interesting. I did just buy some shrimp,
yeah,
not for that purpose. I was going to make a roll up, like where you use tortillas and you
yeah.
can spread like sauce and
Well, these
then
are little
slice
shrimp,
shrimp in half,
probably about the size of my
roll
finger.
up.
They're not big, And
Yeah, I bought the big one.
I cooked them. They were raw, frozen raw shrimp. I cooked them with margarine.
Okay.
Darlene calls it butter, but truth be told, I can't believe it's not butter, so it's margarine. Anyway, until they got pink, right? And then put the sauce, the Alfredo sauce, out of a jar in on top of the shrimp and stir it around, make sure it was warm. And then the spaghetti noodles I'd already drained. So I just dumped the sauce and the shrimp into the noodles.
That sounds fancy. Yeah, that sounds good.
It worked.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, I'm going to go and see what I can do. I might even do some ironing before it gets hot.
No, when you turn your head to the left, I'm seeing a splash of color in your dreads.
Oh, I have a new, usually I have a black string, paracord, military paracord.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought I found this rainbow color really cute.
Yeah.
Well, it's not rainbow. It's like pink and yellow. And it was so cute. I said, well, let me.
Yeah, and it matches your shirt kind of. It's good.
Change it up. Yeah, well, thank you for noticing. And this is a Durham Skywriter shirt, which will be on sale soon on the Facebook. Facebook is hawking the fact that you can open a shop on your Facebook page.
I've seen that, yeah.
So I might try that with the t-shirts. So I don't know if people want Durham Skywriter t-shirts. I guess I'll find out.
That's like Beverly Mahone, the lady that does vocabulary stuff.
From TikTok.
Well, she had a session the other day. She's got a new adventure started, and it was related to kind of like bingo vocabulary or something like that. And so she was having trouble with that. Me and 3 other people. And so then she sent me an email, or no, she sent me an instant message. That was it. And it said, what's your shirt size and what's your address, and we'll send you a t-shirt. I said, I was only there for like 5 minutes. I don't need another swag t-shirt. Okay.
I have one of her t-shirts. Dr. Hersey, I have to ask you this. This is a childhood question. I have a feeling what my dad did was in good faith, but was wrong. When we were kids, back then children played outside. This is pre-internet. And we actually left the house and had lots of fun. And Pop would give us salt tablets because he said you're sweating all your salt away. And back then, in the olden days, now he said when he was a kid, he was given cod liver oil.
Yeah.
And in our era, we were given salt tablets. Is that wrong? I have a feeling that's probably wrong.
Yeah, because that probably will aid in the unfortunately the dehydration. It probably make it even though you have the you have because really like the mineral that you lose like with dehydration is like it's more just potassium, and the regular salt is usually sodium, so that's that's usually the so the what you actually losing is not being replenished. So
okay, I just thought I'd ask just in case there are parents out there
yeah,
giving their kids salt tablets.
Yeah, don't
now
give
we
them
played
salt
outside,
tablets.
which meant we drank from the garden hose whenever we got there. So I don't
I've
even know
seen that shirt on Facebook. They have a shirt that's got a list of all these different things you did as a child that you survived, and one of them is drinking out of the hose.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We have water bottles.
Oh yeah.
People didn't buy water back then.
No.
You just sent your kid to drink out the hose. That's what it's there for. I bet kids nowadays wouldn't think of doing that. It's dirty.
No, it's kind of fun. I've seen videos where they're taking teenage kids and they're saying, well, do you know what this is? And it was a word from like the 80s or 70s or something. and they had no clue. No clue.
Well, I went to a presentation once where the children who were now elderly were talking about their parents' general store. It was like a historic store here in town, which is now closed. And they had artifacts from the store, which included a telephone. And there are these two little boys. They were so cute afterwards. They were like, "What's that?"
Yeah.
I said, "Well, you know what this is, right?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, this is what that is from the 1960s. How does it work?" They could not figure out how it
Oh,
was
yeah.
so adorable.
What used to make me laugh was you'd tell them that, yeah, when it would ring, you'd race to the phone. You didn't know who was there to answer.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And if it was long distance, you couldn't stay on long. That whole concept is
Yeah.
oh,
My mother, my late mother, was a telephone operator. And I think it was one of those take your kids to work deals or something.
Mhm.
And we went down to the basement where they had all the wires and everything. And the engineer was down there, and he was showing off that he could ping from Walla Walla to New York, and it only took 7 seconds.
Wow. Ooh.
Yeah.
Woo. That's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Well, like I said, I'm going to go get my day started while it's still cool.
Yes.
And only 83. I saw that it's 74 where you are, but then you're 3 hours
Oh yeah, that's
behind us as well. So
it's 74, but it feels like 78. Give me a break. If it
it's
feels
going
like
to feel like
78,
100 in
it's
a minute.
78.
Wow. Well, you have a
And
beautiful weekend, guy, and stay
we'll try.
hydrated. Stay
Okay.
hydrated. Very important. Okay. I'll see you soon. And
All
thanks for
right.
dropping by. We missed you.
All right. Take care.
Okay. Take care. Awesome. So that is it for today's show. I do hope you enjoyed it. I hope you also shared it out so that more people here in Durham can know what's happening. And then I'll see you Monday at noon for Bull City Hangout. Again, have a wonderful weekend. Stay dry. We're going to have a 70% chance of not just rain, but thunderstorms tomorrow. We've been having quite the stormy weather. Anyway, have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. See you at noon Monday. Ciao for now.